Hey guys, so I am sitting here thinking about, I'm like, oh, like I want to do some sort of fun video this weekend. And I have all these things like I want to talk about, but none of them are like really like video worthy. Sorry, I'm taking off my shoes. I'm getting comfortable. We're going to have like girl chat. And yeah, I'm just kind of like, kind of in the mood to just chat about like nonsense. So one of the first things that I want to chat about, ooh, girly chat. There's a piece of dog bone on my sock from taking my shoes off. Are boots. Okay, so a few questions. One, how do you store your boots? Like I keep seeing all these like boot holders and like boot shapers and things like that. And like my boots are just kind of like literally on my closet floor because I have nowhere good to store them. And my shelving is like too short for boots. And then like I fold them and then they just stay folded. And it's just, I don't know. So I'm wondering, what is like your practical solution for storing your boots? And then also, step 2, have you guys ever used like a boot stretcher? I have on my feet. My socks are kind of dirty. Otherwise, I walked in the gym with them earlier, so they're like they're a little dirty. But my right foot, this part right here is like, can you see? It like kind of comes out a little far, and it's not so much right here. So anyways, that part like rubs, and I have a new pair of boots and it's like they're kind of like painful, so I'm wondering if you do that or if you just like break them in, like suck it up and break them in and just wear them for short distances and that type of thing, which is what I've been doing. And then I realized like one of the reasons they're really cute but they're not super comfortable is because there's like no padding in the front of them. So I'm wondering, have you guys ever had that problem where they're just not like super comfortable? Like how do you make them more comfortable? I went with cute over comfort, which I never do, and I remember why I never do that. But do they still make those like, you know, like the pads like that you can kind of, they have a little bit of a heel on them, so you put a lot of weight on like whatever this part of your foot's called. Yeah, so just curious. So that's kind of like a serious problem because I want to wear them but I can't. That and I have like big calves, so I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there who can relate with me on this one. And I have to like kind of wear them scrunchy because they don't like, ooh, they don't come all the way like right here the way that I want them to. Oh, I'm so sore. That felt actually kind of good. It's like a chiropractor adjustment. So yeah, anyways, that's like my current like shoe dilemma. It's seriously a problem. That and that I don't have like a coat that's like cute. Do you know what I mean? I am going to go out to dinner. I have a date with my boyfriend this weekend and I want to wear this dress, but like I need like a cute, it's cold, it's been really cold lately, so I want to wear like a cute coat over it, but I've got like my snowboarding jackets, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. What do you guys wear? Like one of those cute like pea coats? Because those are cute. I had one a long time ago, but it was like before I had kids and it was cream and it was adorable, but it stained super duper easily. So I got kind of sick of that. You guys saw my bed and how cute it looked, and it still looks when I do it. I'm finding though that putting all those throw pillows and taking them all back off just isn't really working for me. They're currently piled up on my desk. There's 2, 4, 6, 7 pillows on my desk and like 4 on my bed. Like really? Deacon loves the body pillow though, so he like comes to my room and he just lays on top of it because it's the one from Costco, so it's really really soft and like comfy and kind of amazing. And yeah, he might just get that one inherited, that way I only have 6 to move on and off my bed. But it looks good, and whenever I have it done, like I absolutely adore it. I just haven't done it yet today. We kind of slept in this morning and then I took, so Deacon yesterday, kind of crazy, and I maybe shouldn't have let him like stay home, and this is my bad and I feel responsible for it. But okay, so here's what happened. We had the week before Christmas was crazy, like just Christmassy stuff, and then we had Christmas, and then he was with his dad for a week, and then I took him to Disney, and then the trip got extended because of the whole travel fiasco, and which by the way I have not, everybody's like you should have gotten some sort of compensation, and I feel like they did the best they could. At the same time, it did cost me a lot more money to have to stay an extra night in LA, and then it cost extra like for parking, and then I lost work hour. It was kind of one of those things, but I just don't think I'm like, I'm not owed anything else. So a lot of people have asked like, what'd you get? And they did give us the hotel room for the night. It just, it's one of those things where I've kind of let it go, but to follow up. So anyways, and then he was with his dad for Saturday night, Sunday, and then Sunday night, and then Monday he was tired. And he did fine Monday, and then Tuesday he started like, seemed really tired, like early, like 5 o'clock. And my boyfriend looked at him and he was like, what's going on with him? Like, is he okay? And then he's like, Deacon, like, are you sick? Like, what's wrong? Because he was just like lethargic almost. Like he was just like laying everywhere. It's very unlike him. Usually he's like up running around. They're playing sports or they're like throwing some ball in the house or doing something boy-like. And he wasn't. So anyways, he slept. And then at 9 o'clock in the morning, I was like, Deacon, honey, you're like late for school at this point. You need to wake up. Because I tried to wake him up a couple times before. And he just couldn't, like he couldn't do it. And I'm like, maybe he is sick. Like maybe there's something like wrong. Before Disney, he had like a sore throat. So I was like, oh, maybe, I don't know. So I let him sleep and he slept in until, I think it was 10:30. Yeah, it was 10:30 because, yeah, it was 10:30. So he slept in, I mean, exceptionally late. And he went to bed at 7:30 the night before. So I'm like, maybe he was like overtired, exhausted. And I called the school and I was like, he feels a little bit warm, but I don't know if it's just because he's sleeping, but like I can't get him out of bed. I don't know what's going on. And she was just like, okay, well, I'm going to just mark him as out. And I'm like, but if he wakes up and he's fine, can I bring him in? She's like, I don't know symptoms. Like, I guess not. I have not called him in sick to school. Maybe, I want to say maybe he's been sick once. I don't even know. I can't think of the specific time, so I don't know. But, yeah, so I'm like, okay, like, we'll just see. So he spent the day pretty much on the couch, and I think he was complaining of a really bad headache. So I don't know if he's got something going on, like if he had like kind of a sore throat headache thing going, or if he's, like those are the two things he said, because I'm like, well, there's got to be something, dude. And yeah, I don't know. So today he's back at school though, and he seems perfectly fine today. He told me last night that he had a headache again, so I'm like, well, I don't know, like maybe we need to work on more water, maybe, you know, like detoxing from like, I mean, seriously, like my mind is just racing of like, what could be wrong with you? Like detoxing from like all the sugar, because they had a lot of sugar over the last few weeks with the holidays and like Christmas parties at school and like Christmas parties with friends and cookie swapping and just, you name it. There's just been a lot of junk. And then Disney, it's just, blah. So poor kids. Like maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I know when I stop eating sugar, because I'm totally a sugar addict. When I like cut back on sugar, like I have been, like right now I've got like a constant headache from it. That I haven't had coffee. Yeah. So the two kind of go hand in hand for me. When I stop sugar, I kind of stop coffee. So, and I haven't had any coffee in a few days. So that might be something to do with my headache. But that's kind of what I'm thinking for him. I don't know. It's weird though. Like, right? To just have your kid kind of like complain of a headache. I don't know. And then he did one night, he was telling me his head hurt, and I gave him like some chewable kids Motrin, and he loves medicine. So I'm like, well, maybe it's just because you want, I don't know. Obviously I don't know. I'm like rambling about it. I have no idea. None. So yeah, what else do I want to talk about? I feel like I had all these things to talk about. Oh, so I get asked a whole bunch about the essential oils and why I don't do a lot of videos about them anymore, and it's because of the FDA. They've kind of cracked down on what you can say about oils, and I haven't really taken the time to be like, hey, like really like studied what can be said and what can't be said. They just don't want like medical claims to be made, and well, I find them to be like medical miracles. And a lot of times, like, I can't just say that here on YouTube. I guess you can do it. It's like static versus like a non-static site type thing. And those are where the rules lie. And it's just, I do still use them. I still get my monthly order religiously. And it's just hard. It's hard. Currently though, and you guys all know what I'm talking about, there is a really good promotion. It's the same one that was this time last year. It's the best promotion they offer. You enroll with 100 PV, which is points value. So you enroll, so you can get the family physicians kit, and you get that, and then which covers your 100 PV, because it's like, I think it's like 165, and then you place a 100 PV LRP order, and then you get 100 back. So it's kind of like buy 100, get 100, and then, you know, your enrollment. So it's the best deal that they have if you're looking to like kind of build your stash quickly and like have a good stash, or if you're currently buying through somebody else and you want to have your own benefits and get all the perks of it and stuff like that. You can email me. I can talk through email like totally freely. I just can't do it here, which stinks. I've got my arms tight, and I had to take down all my videos, and I just was not the most, I don't want to say that I wasn't easy to work with, but I was very like, I don't even want to say difficult, but inquisitive? Like, I don't know. I'm like, why? Like, why? I can say whatever I want. This is my channel. I say whatever I want. And a lot of the time nobody likes it, but like I can say what I'm feeling. This is my channel. This is my space. This is like where I like vent and have relationships and like talk to people, and this is like, so it's just made me mad. Like, I don't like somebody telling me what I can and can't say on something like this, and where the speeches, you can just be so free about the things that I want to talk about. I mean, I've talked about everything, so it was a little frustrating. I was a little peeved. I still am, clearly. I'm like, well, this just, blah. And so just all of it, like I still do all of it. I just don't talk about it. So maybe I just need to start sharing some more recipes that aren't specific or solve anything, or just, I don't know, like lemon oil on adhesive. That's like in your face, it works. So I don't know. It's just me. Oh, it's breaking up. I've already been talking for 12 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to label this like chatty vlog, grab some laundry. I should be folding some too. I should be making my bed or something. I don't know. My boyfriend and I are good. I did read the comments finally for the video about moving in together, and going back, I can see what you guys are talking about, like completely. I can totally see it. And I think that's because I was so raw and sharing like so much of the negative, and I kind of skipped over all the obvious things, thinking like they were obvious, and they're things that have already been like, like, of course I love him. Like, I am so in love with this man, it's ridiculous. And my kids love him, and he loves my kids, and they have a great relationship, and I have a great relationship with him. And you know what I mean? Like, these are all things that are like so, I don't want to say like so in the past, but I'm sharing with you like all of my like bottom of my gut concerns. You know what I mean? And they're so small next to like the big picture and what I really want and how I actually feel and things like that, that maybe this it kind of goes back to me being like, well, maybe I should just share things after they've happened and not share the process. And it's a little bit safer because you don't get such raw emotions and raw feelings, and they're a little bit more like tidy, you know what I mean? So it's not so much like, hey, here's everything bad that I'm feeling, and you know, very little of the good, because the good is so big, and it's like, I don't know. I don't even know how to see, and this is why I should just wait, because I don't even know how to like correctly describe it. You know what I mean? It's kind of just one of those things where it's like, I'm sharing with you like the things like nobody talks about. So when you actually hear them talked about, I think it's kind of like, I don't want to say shocking, but in a way it's kind of like alarming. I don't know. People sometimes look at the good, but I was burned by a man I was with for 11 years. So my trust level is, I'm very skittish and I'm very nervous and reserved, and I don't know when that'll ever go away. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So, yeah, I was very like, I was very upfront with my emotions on that one. More than I probably should have been. Actually, definitely more than I should have been. But that's what I get, and it was nice because I posted that video and I was gone for a week, so I didn't, you know, it taken some time. And you know, emotions have since changed, and there's things that I was worried about that I'm no longer worried about. And please know that he's not an animal abuser. He just doesn't like dog hair on his clothes. Like, I don't either. I'm just a little more tolerant because I've grown up with dogs. Like, it's just, he's not, believe me. He's the one who, if he sees some kid like scare birds, like it makes him mad, or if he sees like a kid stomp on a bug outside for no reason, or inside, it's like, why'd you have to end that life? There's no, you know what I mean? So yeah, I have no problem like seeing a spider and be like, it needs to die. Like, although he's kind of changed me a little bit in the sense where it's like, it doesn't need to die. It just needs to be put back in its place, which is outside. And it's just, I'm terrified. So that's a hard one for me. But yeah, I don't know. I need to water my plant. I keep looking at it thinking like I should get up and do it right now. One of my prayer plants, there's nothing like that to tell you. Like when all the leaves just go, that it needs water. It tells you. That's a good plant for a beginner, by the way. The prayer plants, because it like talks to you in a way. It tells you when it needs things. I guess I'll stop rambling you guys' ears off. I feel like I have so much to talk about. Oh, I got a new curling iron too. And it's one of like the, I want to say it's like Conair or something. It's cheap from Walmart because mine just stopped working. It worked great one day and the next day it just stopped heating up. Like it would get like lukewarm, but it would never actually get hot. So I did that, and it's a 1.5 inch. I don't know if I'm still liking my hair like this. Like right now it looks too big. It looks huge right now. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to keep doing it like this or if I want to try something new. I don't know what else I could try. You guys have any suggestions? What do you think would look cute? Actually, looks like I have a lot of hair. I really don't. My hair is thin and it doesn't really grow. I would love for it to get, gosh, you guys remember right after I had Drake, my hair was crazy long. It was like down to, no, I could wrap it down here. So it was like, I mean, I'd have to pull it, but it was long, and now it's like, it's still so short. It's like to here. I don't know. You guys have any suggestions for growing hair? I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear if you have any suggestions for like, I rarely do it, as you guys can tell, but which also means that I often put it up in like ponytails and like buns and stuff like that. And I've been trying to use like ponytail holders less often, like just twisting it and like clipping it and things like that, just to kind of keep it from having like the strain from the ponytail holder. But I don't know. I'd love to hear any suggestions as to what you guys do. I don't know. Curious. All right, I've talked for way too long. I will talk to you guys later.